Okay, I guess I'll take us live. Everybody hear us okay?
This is Debbie. Hello, everybody. Make sure you can hear us. That's the most important thing.
And see us. It's just once we go live, I can't see the chat window anymore, so I was waiting to see if anybody was offering to send birthday presents.
Let's see.
What do we got?
Hello, Becky.
Which Becky have we got?
Becky Foster.
Well, hi, Becky.
And Nancy, and of course, Minky. Minky wants to know what you want for your birthday, Steve.
To not have to worry about birthdays anymore. Oh, what I want for my birthday. I know what Debbie's getting for my birthday. We're actually taking a couple of days off next week.
Something we have not done in probably 2 years.
Oh, longer than that if you count visiting your sister, which is not a vacation for me.
It's only going to be about 2-3 days. We've got to get back and finish up the September boxes. Hello, Maritza, and congratulations.
Oh yeah, Maritza.
You probably haven't gotten the box yet, but it is on its way.
Yeah, she lives too far away. She's like a 5-day ship. So maybe Monday, Maritza. Yeah, I don't know if everyone knows, Maritza won the, what do we call it? The jewelry designer extraordinaire. Maritza won the contest, and part of winning the contest is she gets a free box, the next box, the September one, but we also send it out to her early so that she gets to see it a month before everybody else, which is kind of a good thing, bad thing, because she can't tell anybody what's in the box either. What do we got? 1 more minute, and then we'll start talking about the changes.
We're up to 25. I think we could start with some of the easier parts.
The easier parts? There are easy parts?
Well, the way we've been doing the auctions in the past, where we introduce an orphan stone and then we show you what's in the dress-up bag, we're going to call that a traditional auction.
I'm calling it the one and done auction.
The one and done, okay. Anyway, that's what you guys are used to. But today, we're really changing things up. I have received a few requests and emails from people regarding the dress-up bags that they would like, in fact, they would like to buy just the bags, but the bags are curated specifically to an orphan stone. But I took extra time on this one and thought about the requests and came up with the idea that I could put as many as 5 bags together that are identical. But then I have to go hunting for 5 orphan stones that will match the contents of that bag, which with the number of orphans we have in the orphanage right now is doable. So the new format that we're going to start everybody with today, we're going to call it a set auction. And Steve will start by introducing the items, components that are in the dress-up bag, because for the first 5 stones, and they are all different stones, but they do go with this bag. So he'll put everything out that's in the bag, and then he'll bring the stones in one at a time, and instead of a 3-minute auction, there'll only be a 1-minute auction because we don't need the extra time to go through everything that's in the bag.
Yeah, it'll look like it'll look like this.
So is that clear? Do you have questions?
Instead of like this. We're hoping that it gives us an opportunity to get a few more stones out there into, so that more of you have an opportunity to get an auction stone. And we are doing the second chances a little different along with it. Are people asking questions, or am I
No, they're
interrupting?
saying they understood it really clear. So the way the second chance works
Have them explain it to me then. I'm still trying to figure this
is
out.
in a set of 5 stones. For an example, you're seeing on this adoption certificate what the first stone is going to be. It's going to be a rainbow jasper. And the bag is curated to the reds and blacks. And so the first 5 stones are what I'm calling red and black stones. But one's a druzy, one's a dragon vein agate, one is rainbow jasper, one is African bloodstone. So each of the stones are quite different, but in the curating process, they match the bag. The 5th stone of each set, the bids can only come from people who have not won one of the stones in that set. Okay? So if one person won the first 4 stones, they wouldn't be able to bid on the 5th one.
Or if 4 people buy the first 4 stones.
If 4 people win the first 4 stones, those 4 can't bid on the 5th one. This is to give some of our people who don't win the bids a little bit easier time to get in there. But it doesn't carry over between sets. So with each new set,
it starts
over. Okay? Is that clear? Yes, Maritza, they will be 1 minute per stone. To enter bids start at $10. They go up in increments of $1 or more, however you want to do that.
Okay, I will say, now when we do this first set, I'll take my time on the first set so that you can see it and so that I can learn a little bit too. And so we'll bring out all of the things in the add-on bag, and I have to tell you, Debbie loaded up the add-on bags this time.
There's a lot more in the bag this time.
I've had to pull the camera back just to fit it all in there. She went a little crazy. But it was, she feels like it was time well spent. We'll see. We'll see what everybody thinks. But I'll take my time, and then I will bring out the first stone, and then we will start the timer. Now, at the end of the bidding, at the end of 1 minute, now obviously we have some lag issues, and it might take a few seconds or so before we find out who won. And while we're waiting to see who won, I will actually bring out the second stone, but not start the timer, so that you'll have a chance to look at it for just a second. What have we got? We got another question, or Debbie's awing and oohing?
No, Heather just made a nice comment.
Oh, thank you, Heather. Whatever the comment is, I'll go back and look at it later.
The one thing I should mention too is we do have a few of the traditional auctions sprinkled in between the sets, where it will be just 1 stone, 1 bag. But Steve will let you know right at the beginning, so you'll know each time what you're dealing with.
And it'll be a 3-minute auction, and we'll start with the stone, and then I'll bring out the bag, and hopefully I can get it all out here in 3 minutes, because like I said, Debbie really loaded these up. If it becomes a problem, we'll change midstream here and make it work. So anyway, is everybody ready to begin?
And what you're looking at right now, for somebody who's never received one of our orphans, they all come with a certificate of adoption. They all have a name. On the paperwork that comes with this, you get instructions on how to take care of your orphan, what the name means, just different things will be in there with your orphan and its dress-up bag.
I have a quick question that's sort of off the topic. Has anybody in this group downloaded the little adoption booklet?
The how to care for your orphan?
The how to care for your orphan. Has anyone ever... there's a couple of typos in there, and I'm thinking of updating the edition. I'm just curious if anybody's actually downloaded that and read it. Maybe I need to make it easier.
Maritza says she's tried. Maybe there's a problem with downloading it.
Okay. You get points for trying, but you don't get to read it. So when that happens. Okay, anyway, everybody ready?
Oh, one other real quick thing. Just getting rid of the housekeeping stuff. The bags today are $14 a bag. The bag cost is optional. So
Getting the bag is optional. The cost is not.
well, to add the bag onto the stone is optional. We assume that you want the bag, only because I don't think I have ever had anybody not take the bag. But in case you're going to be one of those that don't want the bag, please email me. Make sure you will get not an invoice, you will get an email from me right after this auction telling you what the invoice amount will be. If there's a mistake on that, please let us know, because just a couple of hours after we send out the emails, we send out the invoices. And if I haven't heard back from you, I assume that my total was correct.
Okay, and Debbie wanted me to make sure that you see what the new bags look like. She went out of her way to find special bags for this, our 7th auction. But let me go ahead and show you what's in the bag.
So this would be called our red set, or possibly red and black.
And I can't get it all out. Oh gosh. Set the bag aside, and we will start with, there will be some memory wire. This is this is actually a new color that we've got as a gunmetal, but everyone will get, how many, what is this? Five loops of the memory wire.
And it is the 0.8 millimeter size for doing those expandable bracelets.
Yep. Anyway, in this set, we've got 28 millimeter rainbow jasper beads. We have 6 millimeter, there are 25 of those, and then there are 35 onyx rounds, which are 4 millimeter. Pull things out of the way. We've got our crystal discs. There are 20 of these, 8x6. This is an A-grade crystal disc. I think everybody's familiar with them because we use them quite a bit. And then there are 25 check tiles. These are a 2-hole check, 6 millimeter. And then we have some, what are these, a dyed flower. They're a shell bead, 15 millimeter. There's 10 of these. And this is kind of roughly what will be in all of the bags.
Just all different.
Yeah, they'll just be different beads. But these 5 first beads our first orphans will all have this.
All bags will have 6 strands that have 3 gemstone and then 3 of the crystal glass and shell.
Okay, then there is also some cording. This is leather cord. There's 1 yard of that, 2 millimeters. And then here's something new. Debbie's curated or put together a selection of Miyuki beads that are specifically selected to go with this bag. This is normally like an 8-gram tube,
It's got just over 9 grams.
Debbie figured out a way to get more than 9 grams packed into the little tube here. The findings set on this, we've changed how, if I can get this open. You know, in the past we've given you a clasp and a pinch bell. Well, it's a little more this time. There are earrings. There are like little charms. There is a pinch bell, and there is a clasp. There is more than 1 set of earrings in here, too.
There will be 2 sets of earrings. There'll be probably a stud and a hook style, a French hook style earring. There'll be at least 3 charms, the bell, the clasp.
And then there is also, and I'm throwing bags all over the place here, there is also a bag of crystals, a selection of crystals in this one, and they just will be varied. Now these are going to be check and fire polished crystals, more or less, and I'm not going to go through the description on this, but there is a lot of crystals in here.
These are a really nice crystal. This is a nice grade of crystal. I just never have had enough to put into a subscription box, so The dress-up bags are getting them.
And then we have the selection of mixed shaped beads. And wow, you said there were less in here, Debbie. There isn't. You've got one dark red jasper focal bead that's 16 by 24. You've got 6 sponge coral tubes. They're a short tube. There are 3 African bloodstone hearts. These are spectacular. There are 3 of those buried in there. And then there is 4 rainbow jasper ovals, smaller ovals. If I can pull a couple of those out, those are 14 by 10. And then there are some rainbow jasper tubes. These are a little smaller tube, 10 by 6. And then there are 20 African bloodstone hishis, these little tiny rounds that are scattered all around. And that, there's hishis everywhere. They're stuck. We've turned off our air conditioning because it was so noisy, and we're only supposed to hit a high of 105 today. So things are sticking to me a little bit. All right, that's what's in the add-on bag. And let's bring out the first Gemstone Orphan, which, as you already saw.
We will set the timer for 1 minute, and you can start bidding while he describes the stone.
Yeah, hopefully, yes. All right, timer is started. This is Scarlet. This is a rainbow jasper heart. I love rainbow jaspers. Scarlet, of course, it's an old French term meaning red, symbolizing courage, passion, joy. It's 44, almost square, 44 by 44, 6 millimeters thick. I love this. It's almost like a peeling paint appearance to them. It belongs to the chalcedony mineral group. It is characterized by all the divided minerals that give it this pattern. Rainbow jasper has been discovered in mines in mostly Africa and India, though other places, obviously, because it was rainbow jasper that was used by the Anasazi Native Americans down here in the Southwest to make arrowheads. If you're going to get shot by an arrow, you want it to be a rainbow jasper heart. Okay, we're down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, actually, oh, that's because my computer.
Yeah, Debbie's got lag. The bidding is done.
And we use Colleen instead. I don't know what I'd do without her monitoring this for us.
Okay, and while we're waiting to find out who won, let me see, we'll sort things out a little bit. I will show you what the next stone is, which is going to be a dragon vein agate leaf shape. Do we have a winner yet so I can start the timer?
Heather at 35.
All right, Heather. Happy birthday to me. So, all right. Let's start the timer on this dragon vein agate leaf. And this is Emberly. That's Emberly. It's an English name meaning one that radiates nature. It's 48 by 22. It's 5 millimeters thick, so it's kind of thin, but it's got that wonderful dragon scale pattern in it, or dragon vein, which has come out kind of a light color on this, which is nice. Okay, they take agates and they stress them, usually by heating them up and then cooling them rapidly, which gives them this pattern. But many cultures, even modern rock hounds, feel that the dragon vein agate is a very special stone that looks like it was taken from some magical or fantastic realm. Let's see what we got here. All different colors. Its most well-known property is that it's said to possess the ability to bring out one's hidden talents. Any of you have got some talents that might be hidden that you don't know about? This is the stone to discover them. Oh, set it down. She says, put it down. Quit handing it around. The auction is finished. And while we're waiting...
I think we should wait till we get an announcement.
Oh, Debbie wants me to hold it here until we find out who won.
Chris at 22.
All right, Chris.
Congratulations, Chris. That's a beautiful stone.
All right, the next stone is a sardonyx donut. And we'll start the timer. maybe. There we go. Okay, this is Hamura, which is a Japanese name meaning flame, which is very appropriate because we turn it this way, it looks like flames. Of course, there's still a pattern on the back. Sardonyx, just the word sarda means red. So onyx is black, sardonyx is just kind of a red version of it. But it's characterized by the banded appearance. Okay, I love donuts just because you can do a real quick, just put a lark's head on this with a cord and you've got an instant necklace. But in ancient Rome, sardonyx was particularly popular and used to create cameos, where they would carve into the stone. It was used often in signet rings, back when they used to, seal envelopes and seal different things. And it's considered a warrior stone, providing individuals with endurance and expanded capacity during challenging times. All right, we are finished. The auction is over, and I will set the stone aside, or we'll leave it here until I find out who won. Well, we have dead air.
Keep in mind there is a little bit of lag, so I would make sure you're getting your bid in 5 seconds before the timer ends.
Well, they're seeing the lag. Our lag is their real time, Debbie. All right.
Okay. Oh, Colleen says she briefly lost connection.
All right, Debbie, you look up and see who won.
Oh, I have to know where the timer was.
We're going to have to trust people.
I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it up to Tina Lowe's bid at 25. She's
25,
she's got
yeah.
the high bid, and it's back a little way, so it should have come in within the timer.
Okay.
Time. So Tina, we're going to let you have the beautiful sardonyx at $25.
All right. Next, we have a druzy agate teardrop. And let me go ahead and start the timer. Okay, this is Sparkle. This is one of the largest stones that we've got up for adoption today. As I said, it's a druzy agate teardrop. It's 57 millimeters by 38 and about 7 millimeters thick. It's got this wonderful big druzy area in here, which kind of in a gray form, and there's little pieces of druzy all around.
Often I see black druzy. So.
Yeah, but there's little windows, druzy windows over here on the side. It's a slow and long process. It takes millions of years for the druzy to form. It has to do with water seeping into the stone as it's forming just over this period of time, and it creates these layers of crystals. I just like the sparkle that comes with it. It's believed in some cultures that this stone helped you stay patient and persistent during tough times. Oh, Debbie wants me to put it down.
Well, they can't see it with the other stones.
That's true.
Your hands are in the way.
My hands were in the way, but the time is up. I'm getting my hands slapped. All right. Do we have someone who is interested in this stone today?
Melanie at 41.
Melanie.
I know Melanie loves the druzys.
Okay, this final stone is a second chance stone, so only those who have not won a stone in this set may bid, and it's an African bloodstone. And we will start the bidding. It's 52 by 35. It's a large stone also. This is Lalamani, which is a Hindu name meaning ruby red and precious stone. And when we're judging African bloodstone, we look for red. We want to see lots of red patterns.
There's lots of blood in this bloodstone.
There, I set it down, Debbie. It's known as the Stone of Courage. It's predominantly mined in Africa. And these were, go clear back to ancient Egypt, where they used this stone in sculptures and talismans, and they found traces of African bloodstones also in Greek and Roman ruins. There's even, it was considered highly prized at the time. Even during the Victorian era, it was very popular. Remember, during the Victorian, they wore a lot of dark clothes, but it was a stone that was often worn as mourning jewelry after someone had died and were deceased. So it was one piece of jewelry that you could wear even to a funeral. All right, time is up. Bidding has ended. And who do we have who has won this stone, Debbie?
Well, I'm just waiting on Colleen. I think I know who it is. I was watching this time. Yes, it's Sharon at 30.
All right, Sharon, congratulations. I am going to clean this all off because that was the finish of the set. It's probably going to take me almost as much time to clean up as it took to set it all up. Oh, wow. But we have another fun bag. And let's see what's in the second bag set. And if you're looking closely, you can see that this seems to be our green bag.
Yep, this will be a set of green stones. So.
And fun bags. And again, we have the memory wire, which I'm going to set right here in the middle.
And again, this one's gunmetal.
And let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got 20 aventurine rounds, 8 millimeters. And then there are 25 nephrite jade. This is a true jade. One of the two, 6 millimeters. There are 25 of those. And then we've got 35 dragon blood jasper rounds that go with that. All together, these look great together. And then down below we have our crystals, our crystal discs. There are 20 of those. We have check tiles, 2-hole tiles again. And then we have some shell beads, 2 different shapes. We have some ovals and then we have some coins. There are 14 millimeters on the coins and 12 by 8 on the others. The Mayuki beads, the custom set. Again, there's like over 9 ounces. The leather cord, 9 grams, 9 ounces. Oh my gosh. We couldn't afford to ship it to you. Anyway, we've got a yard of the leather.
In dark green.
In dark green. And then in the findings bag, let's put this, I should just put it straight into the tray. Oh gosh, we've got charms. We've got earrings. This is all gunmetal and antique silver. There is a clasp. There's some cord ends in there. Just a really nice set on the findings. Ah, it didn't stick. We got it all in there. The crystal set. This is fun.
Wish we had time to go over the crystals individually, but we don't.
Oh, we've got, and again, these are fire polished and there are check crystals in there. We have got drops, we have got abacus. There is just a nice selection. I think there might even be a few cards in there. And then finally, we have the bag of shape stones. Okay, first off, I'm not going to take this out of the bag. These are malachite chips, and there's quite a bit. I think this is the equivalent of almost about a half a strand of malachite chips.
This is real malachite, not the synthetic stuff that you usually see out in the market. That's probably why it's chips.
We have a moss agate donut that's 25 millimeters, and where is my other little tray? There it is. I'm going to set that down there out of the way. These 2 stars are just amazing. These are dragon blood jasper stars. They're 15 millimeters. They're drilled top to bottom.
Dark green with a little bit of the dragon blood red in them.
And then we've got 5 green aventurine ovals that are 15 by 10, 8 green aventurine rondelles. You can see those there. And I already told you about the malachite chips.
Right.
So let's put all that here. And I will bring out the first stone, which hopefully I can find. All right. Oh, wow. This is my favorite of the whole set. This is Chlora, and bidding will start.
Oh, yeah. This is one of my favorites.
This is a green striped agate. It's a barrel. It's 49 by 34. When I saw Debbie put it up for sale, because I had plans for this for a relative. This isn't just, a striped agate. There are also some dendritic features. You can see these little dots there. I believe those are dendrites that pass all the way through the stone from front to back, but just a wonderful pattern on this. Of course, this is considered a healing stone, has a long and rich history going clear back to ancient civilizations such as the Greeks and the Egyptians, and it was used in many religious ceremonies as well. This one just has such a wonderful pattern, but it was because of the pattern that they were, so revered by the people anciently.
Definitely one of a kind.
Yep.
I don't have anything that looks even remotely close to this one.
And with the green color, it was also considered something that was great for crops. It was a gardener's stone. Bidding is finished, or the time has stopped anyway.
Rosie at 60.
Okay, Rosie. We will put that aside.
This is an incredible stone, and I think it looks better in real life than it's showing up on the camera.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. So
Okay.
Congratulations, Rose.
We will set that aside. And we have a moss agate is our next stone. We will start the bidding. Okay, this is a relatively thin stone. It's only 4 millimeters thick, but because of the moss agate, it just makes it a little more translucent so you can see the pattern. This is fern, F-E-A-R-N, which is an Old English name, refers to one who lives among the ferns. Okay, this is 47 by 29. Just moss agate as always just symbolize new life, sincerity, and humility. And I will humbly place that down on the table now. It was considered a healing stone also by many, many different cultures. It also was a cure for crop failure, famine, sickness. Native Americans loved the stone and they thought it held the power of nature, and it was used in many ceremonies. It was associated with the rain, which I find interesting. It said that each droplet of rain that fell contained the healing energies of this gemstone. Okay, time is up. And do we have a winner on this one?
I'm sure it's coming.
Okay.
Wait, Sharon at 30.
All right, Sharon. I love moss agate. One of my favorite stones, but I like...
Wait a minute. Colleen, it's Gina at 30. I was going to say we had a 3-way tie at 30 between Gina, Sharon, and Heather. All 3 of them bid 30 in time, but Gina was the first to bid the 30, so it goes to her.
Okay.
So
all right.
Congratulations, Gina.
All right. Well, all the rest of you, we have more, believe me. And this one right here is named Ching. And I'm going to start the timer. Ching here is a druzy banded agate teardrop. This is a fun teardrop, and the druzy pattern, these are rivers of druzy. And it's kind of a rapid river with little swirls that happen along the edges of the druzy. This is just a wonderful stone. It's 48 by 34. It's like you're looking at a Google Eye view of the earth with a river. And again, this is, the druzy pattern takes millions of years to produce it. But it was thought that, it symbolized light, radiance, inner strength, and balance. And it was also thought to help enhance creativity. Those of you who've had a, had a stupor of thought when you're trying to come up with a new pattern, this is the stone that you want to have in your, wearing it or on your table to inspire you. All right, the time is up. I'm going to bring that up here so that you can look even closer at the pattern on this one.
This too is a very unique stone. I don't often see the ribbons form like the way they did in this one.
Yeah, it was stones like this that inspired us to begin the Gemstone Orphanage, because this was just, every Gemstone Orphan is a unique stone. Do we have someone who's won this one yet, Debbie?
Maritza at 43.
All right, Maritza, congratulations on that. And next we have a dragon blood jasper, I believe. Yes. Let me start the timer.
Congratulations, Maritza. She's a beauty.
All right, dragon blood. I think everyone knows dragon blood, but this is Tatsuo, which means a female dragon who soars with strength. And again, with dragon blood, you want to make sure you've got plenty of the red droplets in there, in the front and back if you can. Dragon blood's jasper comes from Western Australia. Just has this green fuchsite with the red jasper. It's kind of a combined stone. And it has a connection to blood and battles, which, of course,
and will go beautifully with the 2 stars that are in the dress-up bag.
Yes, put those 2 stars in there next to it. Wow, that does look good. We have more of those stars, I hope, somewhere. Anyway, it was said that that it was a talisman that protected fighters on the field of battle. When carried, it was said to prevent a single drop of the warrior's blood from falling on the battlefield. Not that it probably didn't fall everywhere else, but out on the battlefield. Time is up. The auction is over. And we'll wait just a second.
Angel at 25.
All right, that was quick, which is the way we were hoping this would go. And this is our second chance. If you've won one of the green set, you don't get to bid on this one.
But only the winners on the green stones.
Just the green
stones. The ones that won
stones.
the red ones can bid again now. So
this is Jada Grace. We will start the timer. Jada Grace is a druzy agate leaf. Okay, look at that wonderful druzy pattern. I mean, it's the whole stone is druzy. You've got little windows from front to back, and then those little red splotches. Jada Grace. Jada means beautiful green stone. Grace, of course, means goodwill, and it's a traditional name as well. Let's see, what have we got? It was thought that the stone would help you face challenges, and it symbolized light, radiance, inner strength, and balance. I'm sure the leaf pattern meant something as well. It took me a long time to really appreciate the leaf pattern.
Oh, and I love that shape. So.
I know you do. That's why we have a lot of them. But anyway, just a wonderful stone, and look how it goes with all the other stones in the set. This would be a great necklace, a good focal piece. I could even use this as a bracelet. Time is up. This is the second chance.
Maritza, while we're waiting, go ahead and ask your question.
You bet.
Melanie won that one at 37.
Okay, I'm going to start putting things away. As they hear the crashing.
She says, can I auction again on another set for the first stones? Okay. In a set of 5, you can auction on all the first 4. You could win all 4 of them if you wanted. But whoever does win those first 4 stones doesn't bid on the 5th one. We're trying to keep the price down on some of them. And this is hopefully kind of how we'll do it. It's only if you won one of the first 4 stones in a set, you don't bid on the 5th one. But you can bid on more in the first 4. You could win all the first 4 if you wanted to. And then it starts over on a new set. So when we get up to a new set, you discard everything that has happened, and it's just like it's a whole new start.
Yep, the count starts. The second chance on the second set is open to those who have not won anything on the second set. Same is true on the third set. So
But if you won one previously, that's fine. Go ahead and bid on the 5th one unless you won one in that color.
Okay, so everyone got that?
And this one is a traditional.
This is a
auction.
one and done.
This is a traditional auction, so he's going to introduce.
I'll start with the stone, but I wanted to, Debbie wanted me to show off the bags to everybody. But this particular one is a pink banded agate, teardrop, and this is Laura. Now this is going to be a 3-minute timer, and hopefully I can get this whole thing introduced during that 3 minutes.
Let me mention one thing real quick on Laura here. I originally put her in with the pink set, but the pink set was sitting next to the purple set. And so I thought, oh, she looks better with the purple set. And so I moved her over. But then I thought, no, she looks better with the pink set. And I couldn't decide which set to put her in, so she's in her own set now. And in the bag are parts of both the pink and the purple bags to go with her. She was, and then I noticed that on the back she had some soft shades of green going in there, which the pink and purple sets didn't have.
You can see a little bit there.
I was able to put some stones in the bag that are not in the pink or purple set, but they go with her really nice.
Yes, just say pink and purple set 10 times real fast, Debbie.
Rosie, if your lag is that long, try refreshing your computer screen. It might help.
Okay, can I start,
yes,
Debbie?
Go.
Okay. All right, this is a 3-minute auction. We'll talk really quick about Laura here, which is, we've already explained, is a pink banded agate teardrop. Really unique pattern here. It's like lightning bolts, pink lightning bolts flashing across the front. This is the only one in this set. And anyway, the pink agate is known as the protector of children. But let's see what's in the bag. I almost feel like I need to start over. All right, first off, we have the memory wire.
In antique silver, not gunmetal.
Yep. And then in the stones, we have 20 fuchsia banded agate, 8 millimeter, 6 millimeter. We have pink and gold Machon jade rounds. And then we have 35 fauceted. Nope, those are the wrong ones.
Pink and green Machon jade.
Pink and green. I am sorry. Anyway, we have fauceted opalite rounds. They're a frosty.
No, we have frosted dragon vein agate and multicolors.
Oh, then you've got it mistyped. So anyway.
You got the right sheet?
Yes, I have the right sheet, Debbie.
Okay.
Okay, we will stop.
Just keep going.
All right, I will keep going. I'll tell you when the auction is over. Anyway, we have crystal discs, an A grade. This is kind of a purple with a finish on it. We have the check tiles, 25 of them, and 6 millimeters. And then we have shell beads in a 3-petal blossom or leaf pattern. And then we have our tube of, let's get this up in the middle. We have our tube of Miyuki beads. These are 8/aughts. The findings bag, which I'm going to dump into a tray. This looks like it's bright silver and oh, look at that. Anyway, we've got ear wires. We've got a couple of sliders in here.
Charm around the rectangle when it's a word charm.
Is there something written on this charm?
Yes.
There it is. Dream. I thought it said freak at first, but it's dream on there. We have, oh, look at that. We've got a love knot in a post. This is taking too long. I'm going to have to add a minute to the bidding, which I will do. We've got some white leather cord. And then we've got the crystals. I'm going to add a minute to the bid.
Is that the gemstones or crystals?
This is the crystals.
Okay.
No, it's not. These are the gemstones. Let's get the crystals. I couldn't tell that these were crystals because some of them are matte. And let's see if we can fit them all in here. Oh my heavens.
Matte have a velvet finish on them.
It's a velvet finish. Anyway, you can see we've got cubes, we've got rounds, we've got drops. Those are briolette drops. And I'm going to bring these out and set them out because you've got those abacus, the candy beads, I call them. Anyway, there are the crystals. And then inside,
what you could do is maybe do the 1 minute timer.
again?
And we'll know at the end of this.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep going with the bids. Maybe we're maxed out. Maybe just leave it.
I'm reaching maxed out here.
I think we're maxed out.
All right, there's one faceted magenta agate focal teardrop, which is sitting in there somewhere. You're going to let Angel have it so I can just dump this back?
Yeah, you can go ahead and show it. But
We can show what's in here. We got
but this is the fairest thing to do.
There's a teardrop, a big teardrop. There are 4 rose quartz rectangles. There's a rose impression jasper ovals, 5 of those, 3 pink impression jasper rondelles, 10 by 6, 8 rose quartz rondelles, 10 cultured freshwater pearls.
Nope, that is the wrong bag, Steve.
Well, it's the one that's listed here with the pink banded agate
I'm
teardrop.
going to have to fix that list. What you've got is fauceted opal hearts
Yeah,
and the twisted rice, but you've got a pink and green quartz
yes,
spears. Are those on your list?
those are on the list. No, they're not on the list.
Because I was going to say, this is the only auction that has those.
Yep, she'll have to
And
update
then
this.
there's little garnet rondelles, tiny garnet rondelles. Moonstone is
You got the little squares.
the little squares that are in there. I'll have to fix the bag on this.
Sorry, people. Like I said, this
At
one.
least they can see what it is.
This one started out
What
as
it is
one
like
of the
I said,
sets.
I put it with the pink set first, then moved it, and I must have not changed the back side of the sheet of paper that Steve's reading from. So what he's reading from is what's in the pink.
I just know it wasn't my fault. So
No, it's
that's
my fault.
So that's what's important. But you will get everything that was in there, even this one that fell off to the side. All righty.
I hope the others aren't that way.
I hope they aren't either. Now is not the time to worry about that.
Guess we should do dress rehearsals.
We should do something. Okay, now back to the regulars, our regular program. Again, there's the bag with the roses, and we will show you what's in this set. I think this is the black and white set.
Yes, this one's black and white.
Yes, Becky, you know what that means, don't you? There are going to be 5 in the pink set. And Maritza has confessed that she also likes pink. So we might have a little competition today. All right, what have we got? We've got sardonyx rounds. I love sardonyx. It's not a true sardonyx. This is a black onyx, a striped onyx. Sardonyx is red, but these are
it's
fauceted.
sold under the name sardonyx.
It is.
So,
That's what the vendors call it. So anyway, you've got 8 millimeters.
and they're fauceted.
They are fauceted, 20 of them. And then we've got opalite rounds. There's the white components, 6 millimeters, 25 of those. And then we've got 40 howlite beads as well. Here are the crystal coins, the discs, 20 of those. We've got the tiles, the check tiles, in a black and white pattern that's really, really pretty.
I think
And
the tags are still on those.
yeah,
too.
the tags are on. The tag is on it. Oh, wow. Thank goodness the price isn't there because it would scare me. Okay, then we've got shell donuts. These are 25 millimeter donuts.
A whole strand of them.
Then we have the curated 8/0 Miyuki crystal beads. And then we have black leather cord. The findings kit is a little bit of gunmetal and some antique silver. And there is a whole bunch of things in here. We have got post earrings. We've got ear wires. There are charms. There's my favorite little dog. We have one pinch bell. There,
terrier charm.
yeah, the terrier. And then there are some charms as well. And then let me make sure I've got the right bag with the crystal. Ooh. You've dug deep for this. You can see that we've got a couple of these cut drops. I call them the chandelier drops. And then we've got my brain just stopped. What are
Crystal
the
pave.
The paves, yes.
We've got crystal pave. We've got some faceted crystal drops.
There's just a real selection of
and
crystals.
And a clear AB, and then lots of pretty black drops.
And then in the mixed bag. All right, and tell me if this is all right, Debbie. We have got the focal is a howlite.
Yes.
There are, I thought you were going less on the bags. This looks like more. We've got 8 faceted hearts that are opalite. These are in A grade. And then we have 15 snowflake obsidian rondelles. You can see that little black and white pattern in there. 10 black sardonyx tubes, long thin tube. They are 13 by 4, and then 10 faceted onyx rondelles.
They're more like coins.
Yeah, they do look more like coins. And let's see if I can get this all in there. Maybe I'm dropping things everywhere. We do make sure you get everything that we show on here, but let's go to the first stone, which is, this is ocean jasper. Meet Ondine, which is a French name, which I'm mispronouncing, which is an ocean jasper coin, and we will start the bidding right now. All right, I love ocean jasper because of this pattern, the little, I call them eyes, the little circles, and this particular one is 42 millimeters in diameter, 6 millimeters thick, and it's ondine, which means little wave, which is very appropriate. Anyway, ocean jasper, it's a multicolored stone from Madagascar, and it's, of course, known for these spherical patterns. Ocular or orbicular jasper is another name for it. It's changed its looks over time as they find new veins as they're mining this. Is it the ocean jasper that they can only mine it like at low tide? I think it was discovered
that was
1922,
polychrome.
which is what they were looking for. They were looking for this.
They were looking for more ocean jasper
when they
because it's just about mined out. One of the mines is gone. There's one mine left.
Yep, but anyway, it's only, that says the location is only visible during low tide, Debbie, on this one.
So that must be the ocean jasper.
Yeah, it was introduced in the Tucson Gemstone first in the year 2000. People were really excited. So anyway, the bidding is over. While we're waiting, I will get the other.
And this is a really pretty stone. It's one of those you can look at for a long time and keep seeing new little features in that pattern and texture.
Yep, I like just to
Nancy
look at
won
them.
that at 37.
All right, Nancy, congratulations. And we will bring out the next stone, which is a black sardonyx rectangle, which is a beautiful pattern. It's almost I call it a quartz river, but it's not quite a druzy pattern. Let's get the time. Oh, I had the pattern. Well, we're starting over. Sorry. This is Brilin, an English name meaning beautiful, courageous, and joyful. Black sardonyx, again, it's called sardonyx, but technically it's just an onyx, a striped onyx. But it traditionally has bands of red and white, but this has bands of black and white, obviously. So it should be called a black banded agate or a black banded onyx. A long, long history on this. The Egyptians used this 3,000 years before Christ, BC, as talismans, amulets. Let's see. Recently, the stone has come to be associated with love and fidelity in relationships. It's a symbolic reminder of one's commitment to another person. I think the very first ring I ever owned was a signet ring that was black banded agate sardonyx that had been carved into a signet pattern. So the bidding is over on this.
Rosie at 60.
Rosie, you have a pretty stone here. I like wrapping this shape of stone. All right, next we have a crazy lace agate heart right here, and we will start the bidding. This is Itati, which is an Indian name from India, means white stone. Even though it looks white, it has almost a green pattern. It's like moss.
Gray, maybe.
That's greenish gray.
Oh, a tiny bit in there.
A tiny bit in there. Like I said, it looks like moss or lichens growing on a stone on the rocks next to a seashore or the shore of a lake.
It's a frosted crazy lace agate
Yes,
is what it is.
It is, and it's neat. It's 43 by 46. Anyway, crazy lace is found all over the world. However, most of it, the best stuff, comes from the Chihuahua region of Mexico, where it's guarded by those vicious attack chihuahuas. It's a stone of happiness, and you can see why, just because the pattern just moves around in such a crazy, fun pattern. It's classified as a companion stone, one that you keep with you to protect you from bad energies. The bidding is up, or the timer is up. Hopefully the bidding is up too. And do we have a winner on this?
Stone. Again, this is quite a unique stone, one of a kind. So.
Yep. This is a true orphan.
That's Melanie at 35.
All right, Melanie, you got a fun stone. I just love the bleached agates. Oh, this is one of my favorite stones ever. This is a shield. We will start the timer. This is Sima, a Hebrew name meaning one who is a great treasure. And this is a great treasure. It's 40 by 36 millimeters, but it has this wonderful banding pattern. But it's transparent down here. You have a window with a little lake, a little druzy or a lake right here in the middle. I like stones that you can see through a little bit, but I like unique shapes too. I love the shield shape. This is just a fun pattern. It stands out. It has the light colored silica against a darker base, and then the crystals surrounding it. Like I said, it's like a little island here and a pattern. Again, these look like topographical maps to me. Very favored among collectors, and the colors can change a lot, but this one's black. But you can see little hints of other colors depending on what's behind it as well. All right, time is up. The bidding is over for this stone. Yeah, first time I saw this, I thought that's going to make a wonderful necklace for somebody.
It's Deborah Seiko at 46.
All right, Deborah. And we have our final stone. This is a second chance. So if you have won any of the stones,
any of the
first 4 stones in this set, then,
only
if you haven't, you can bid on this one.
Yeah, Nancy, Rosie, Melanie, and Deborah are the only ones that cannot bid on this one.
Sorry. All right, we started the timer. This is Bianca, an Italian name meaning light, white, pure. This is a dendritic agate beryl, and you can just see this has dendrites everywhere. To me, the dendritic agates, the true ones, it's almost like a painting. This one also has this quilling stripes over on the side. I call it quilling because you can see through it all the way to the back. This is a feature which you all usually see in with the Persian Gulf agates and Botswana agates. And so it's just a really nice extra feature. You've got a window here and you've got the quilling over here on the side. The dendritic agate, it has these inclusions, which is caused by manganese and iron oxide minerals. It gives it a milky base with these dark brown and black dendrites that swirl around and create the pictures. They go clear back to the city of Babylon, the ancient city where they found artifacts made from these stones. And the bidding time is up. This is the last stone in this black and white set. Do we have a winner on this one, Debbie?
Lori Huber at 45.
Okay. Lori, fun stone. Let me quickly put this away. Quickly as I can. And we will bring out the next set. I believe this is the purple set.
Yep, purple set's the next one.
And of course, Debbie wants me to show you the bag.
Well, but one bag was sufficient.
She really wanted everyone to see the bag, and so I'm going to show it to
They
you.
were so cute when they came. I just loved them.
All right, memory wire again, and this is in the bright silver.
Yep, bright silver. We got an order of the 0.8 millimeter memory wire in antique silver, bright silver, gold, and gunmetal.
Yeah, I've been searching online, and it's a little hard to find the 8 millimeter. I think Michael's, you can special order it, but ours is cheaper. Less expensive, excuse me. Ours is higher quality, but less expensive. All right, we've got the memory wire. And, oh, those are fun. I haven't seen those out. These are a frosted banded agate round
Nope,
in
those
the
are
purple.
New.
Yeah,
New to the bags.
that's why I didn't know. So this is right, Debbie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we've got 25 purple agate rounds and the 6 millimeter. And then, where is it? There's supposed to be some Cape Amethyst here somewhere.
Very, very light purple. That next to the dark purple, they're going to look almost clear.
It's so light I can't see it, Debbie. Oh, there it is. It is very, very light. Whoa, that is the Cape's Cape Amethyst I have ever seen.
But it's a very, very light purple.
Yep, you can see it's very pale lavender. There are 25 of those. They're a 6 millimeter as well. Then we have the crystal rounds, or the crystal discs. We have the tiles, which are kind of purpley. And then we have the shells, which in this case are an oval, 16 by 11. There's your Miyuki set, your mix set. A little over 9 grams, not ounces. And then we have your leather cord. And let's look at the findings real quick. I think this is very similar to a finding set that we had on an earlier set. Yep. We've got the little disc charm. This one says dream as well. We've got these love knot posts with a little hooky thing down there. And what are these? Okay, this has a 2-hole slider.
Yeah.
With crystals. There are some charms. There is a pinch bell.
Cord ends.
Cord ends. And then in the crystal set, we have got a whole bunch of crystals. We've got paves, we've got drops. Again, a lot of these are check and fire polished. Oh, just a fun set of crystals.
Very sparkly.
I could make several
Quite
things
a few
just
of the
off
crystals
of that.
come from the same factory that does the discs, so they're very sparkly, very clear.
Okay, then we have, oh gosh. All right, we have one purple lace agate focal.
Purple lace jasper.
Purple lace jasper. It's not an agate. And then you can see that we've got 5 sage amethyst ovals, 16 by 12, 3 Cape amethyst ovals. They're a little smaller. There are 2 faceted amethyst briolets buried in there somewhere. There's one.
No, those are
And
A-grade amethyst.
they are an A grade. And then you've got purple impression jasper cuboids, these little cubic shaped, and then 10 faceted fluorite rondelles. And let's see if I can do this without throwing them all over the place. And so that is the bag. And the first stone is a fluorite teardrop. And we will start the bidding. All right, this is Iris, which is a Greek name meaning rainbow or flower, which is very appropriate for a fluorite stone. A little bit smaller, it's 38 millimeters by 7. It's the stone of discernment. Fluorite is considered a powerful gemstone known for promoting intuitive and logical abilities. In Chinese folklore, they believe that fluorite held the key to the mystical rainbow. The Rainbow Bridge, which was the celestial pathway connecting the mortal world to the realm of the immortals. And in Rome, it was one of the most prized of all the crystals of the Caesars because they liked the complex designs. And Emperor Nero at one point bought a fluorite cup, which in today's dollars would have cost $300,000. So this is a very valuable stone, whoever wins this today. All right,
But only
time
if
is up.
you carve it into a cup.
Oh, it's a drop. It's a drop in the cup. That's got to be worth something. Anyway, time is up. And do we have a winner? Bring it back up here. To me, if it's fluorite, it's got to have purple in it at least.
Susan at 26.
All right, Susan. We will bring out the next stone, which is a purple lace jasper heart. And we will start the bidding right now. This is Aurora, which means dawn or luminous sky. She was the Roman goddess of the dawn. This purple lace jasper, I want to say agate, I really have to stop. Because until recently I wasn't even familiar with the lace jasper.
It was a really small mine. All of it's gone, but I did get, I think, 2 pieces of it, 2 different pendants. It's all natural. This is not dyed, heat treated, or anything. It is just the way it came from the mine.
Yep, but it was a stone that was worn by kings, priests, and religious leaders. It was considered sacred and a powerful protection stone. And today it's become quite rare. But it, again, goes back to Egyptian times, where inscriptions from the Book of the Dead, and was, it was in the Book of the Dead, and they were often buried with mummies for safe passage to the next life. Okay, time is up. And who do we have who has won this purple lace jasper?
Kind of all over the place.
It's all over the place. I don't know. If anyone has, after we finish with this.
Tina at 49.
Tina, okay. If anyone has any feedback on how, this is the first time we've done this. If anyone has any feedback or suggestions, if they want less time, more time, please let us know. All right, this is one of Debbie's favorite stones because we don't have very many of them. It's Labradorite, and we're starting the bidding. This is Evelet. It's an American name that is a combination of Eve, meaning life, and Violet, meaning promise. That's a name I hadn't heard, so it's the promise of life. What were you going to say, Debbie?
I was just going to say, Labradorite, you don't see it in stones or pendants because they mine it for its high-value mineral content.
Yeah, they find this in lithium mines.
Yeah.
And, of course, lithium is in all your batteries. It's getting harder and harder to find, being mined in China and Africa. I don't know if there's any mines left in the U.S., though I think they just discovered one in Nevada. So, but anyway, you can see the little sparkles, which is what I like.
Glitter. It literally looks like somebody embedded glitter down into the stone. That's the mica family that it belongs to
Yeah.
that does that effect.
And we like glitter, any kind of glitter. It's a softer stone. But anyway, it comes in different shades of purple. It's called the grandmother stone. So the bidding time is up. So if the battery in your phone goes out, you can just hang your stone next to it and
Susan at 45.
it won't do anything, but you'll be comforted. Susan, congratulations. You've got a fun stone. All right, next we have one that's a little controversial, I guess. This is our clover, which is a purple banded agate.
I've just never seen this shape before.
I
Or
hadn't
since
either.
I bought this. So.
It's a little bit of a trick for the person carving it to get it. But this is Fayola, which is an African Yoruba tribe name, meaning lucky or good fortune. And of course, it's a 4-leaf clover, which is a symbol of luck. And this is just a beautiful purple color. It's got the banding through it. We will set it down right there. The purple agates have been called the stone of science, or it's a sacred stone of the astral plane, because it not only had the ability to heal, but also increase your analytical skills and would lift an individual to a higher, more spiritual level. I think it's just that it's purple. There are a lot of people that like purple stones, and that's not just now, but throughout history. Of course, purple was the symbol of royalty. And what have we got here?
We do see you, Mary. At least we're seeing your comments.
Time is up. Is Mary having difficulty?
She's wondering if she's got a problem with her comments coming through, and they are.
Okay, good. All right.
And just so you know, because of the lag issue, there is a chance that your timer is a few seconds off from, I know it's off from mine. Mine's horrible. But Steve's or Colleen's, we decided to go with Colleen because she was neutral, but she does do a screenshot, and it shows her timer hitting 0 and what the high bid would be at that point. And so she will furnish anybody who needs to see that screenshot.
And if there are multiple bids that are the same, it'll be the first one. And so
Yeah.
that shows on the screenshot as well. We try to be as fair as possible.
Sharon, you won that at 35?
Sharon, wow. Okay.
That is
I've had several people.
So much fun.
I had
that
several people
clover.
come in and talk about how they were coming for the shamrock or the 4-leaf clover, and Sharon wasn't one of them that said anything that I know of. All right, this is a second chance. So Sharon and the others
Sharon, Susan, and Tina.
who won those others, that you can sit back and rest for a minute.
Catch your breath.
Catch your breath. I had a chance. All right, Sage Amethyst Oval. We're starting the timer. This is Gemma, an Italian name meaning precious stone.
It's Gemma.
Gemma, it says G-I. It's Gemma. Gemma.
Gemma.
We'll argue about it, so let's not waste time. Amethyst promotes calm, balance, peace. Of course, this is a chevron amethyst, so you have the little chevron pattern, the whites, which to me makes it more interesting than just a plain old purple stone. It was considered a precious stone anciently. Today it's been reclassified as semi-precious by somebody in an office somewhere or a committee. But this was the gem of fire. The Greeks felt that it was more valuable than diamonds, and I think I can see why. This was considered, the amethyst was considered an antidote against drunkenness, and so the ancient Romans would make goblets out of this, and they figured as long as they drank their wine from an amethyst goblet, they would never lose their sobriety. Anyway, the time is up. This is a second chance stone, and I will leave it here for everyone to look at. This is also the last stone in the set.
Misty at 44.
Congratulations, Misty.
Congratulations, Misty. That is a beautiful specimen of sage amethyst or chevron amethyst or dream amethyst or what's the other one? Dogwood amethyst. It has so many names.
All right, we're on the next set, which is a blue set.
Yes, the blue set.
What have we got here? Straighten up, and we'll take just a minute. There's the bag that Debbie wants everyone to see again.
These didn't come in blue bags, so you'll get a
You
purple
got,
one.
you got kind of a lavendery bag, which to me clashes with the purple.
Oh, purple's made from blue and red, so.
All right, we'll set this aside, and we will show you what we've got in here. Things are getting crowded on my table. So we've got silver memory wire. And let's see what we've got here. Oh, turquoise dyed magnesite. So this is not a true turquoise. This is a dyed magnesite, 8 millimeters. 20 of those, 25 blue banded agates. Those are really pretty. Debbie likes blue. And what have we got? Moonstones. We've got 40 moonstones in the 4 millimeters. Set that right there. And then we've got a kind of an aqua blue in the disc crystals. There are the tiles, which look like a hematite. Are they hematite? Or is that's just the finish?
That's just the finish.
Okay.
It's a kind of a bronze
They're actually
gold-plated turquoise.
There's actually kind of a blue hint to it a little bit,
Yeah,
and then we
it's
have
just,
the ovals.
It's just got a plating over a pretty turquoise.
Yeah, the
blue.
shells are 14 by 10. There's your Miyuki bead mix, which we've got some bronzes, various shades of blue. We have a turquoise leather cord. And then we have the finding set, which was very similar to the last one. So I'm just going to set it here. And then within the crystals, oh wow. We have got paves, we have got briolette drops, we've got cubes. Just a really nice selection. And then within the shape gemstones, there's that teardrop we talked about earlier that wasn't in that set. So you've got a big teardrop, which is a focal. It's faceted, 30 millimeters long. 4 banded agate ovals. You've got impression jasper tubes, really big, wide tubes. I call them columns. You've got some Xingqiang turquoise briolettes. That is a true turquoise. 3 aquamarine flowers, which I think anytime we've got the flowers, that this is a special bag. And then 8 turquoise rondelles. And I'm going to set that all in this bag or tray here. And we will bring out the first stone, which is an impression jasper oval. This is Audra, and let me start the timer. This is probably the longest stone in our set. It's impression jasper. Audra means noble strength. It's a popular name in Scotland. As I said, it's 60 millimeters by 24 wide, so it's a long, long, thin oval. And impression jasper, the veining in this, causes it to have kind of an uneven surface, which I think is fun. It just has a nice feel to it. But anyway, additional names for the impression jasper is the aquaterra jasper, sea sediment jasper, snakeskin jasper. Coloration ranges from blues to greens. It's got spots and veins of white or brown. It's got this wonderful kind of a beige matrix on it. These are both man-made, and there are natural stones where they fuse things together with heat, pressure, and a stabilizing agent, a resin, and it gives it that mosaic pattern. Did I not start the timer?
I don't see one.
I'm sorry, everybody. I messed up this time. It was my turn.
Well, I guess you can leave it at that.
Oh,
Or
we'll
say
just-
you could just count it down.
We'll just let it run
Because
down.
we're already at 55 is the high bid.
Okay, well, let's stop it. We'll just do a 5-second countdown then. So we'll just count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that would be Angela at 55.
Angela, got a cool stone there. I like the snakeskin jasper name. And what have we got next? Next we have a dragon vein agate, and I will start the timer this time. All right, this is Linnae. It's a Nordic name meaning small blue flower. Very appropriate for this because
Colleen,
it's
wait,
39.
hold on. Colleen says there was a timer, and Angela won it at
50.
Okay.
Same winner, but she gets it $5 less. Yay!
Yay for her, not for me. Okay.
I'm perfectly happy with it.
I know. We'll talk about that another time. Anyway, setting the timer again for Linnae. Okay, again, they shock the agate by raising the temperature and then shocking it cold in order to get this pattern. And they get the colors with various bleaches and acid baths. It's a long treatment.
It's Angel at 50.
Okay. Oh,
This is not Colleen's day today, I
no,
guess.
or mine or yours. Anyway, back to the dragon vein agate. Okay. Oh, hidden talents again. It's considered to be a mysterious and magical stone. A lot of love and legends that surround this stone. Okay, we want to talk about the earlier bids anymore? Or are we still bidding on this one?
I don't know.
All right, we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1. And the dragon vein agate.
Well, there was a counter go. In fact, it's still going on my computer.
Well,
This is how far off I am. So
I won't even touch
so
that comment.
I can't use my computer at all to determine this. So.
Well, yeah, your computer is what everyone else is seeing. Anyway, the dragon vein agate bidding is over, and then we'll go back and revisit the jasper here. So do we have a winner on the dragon vein?
I'm just waiting.
Sorry,
We may
people.
have to re-auction that. Well, I don't know.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Becky won that at 37. The dragon vein agate is not a problem.
Okay. Do we want to
Becky at 37.
we redo?
We have the winner of the impression jasper as Angel Florzike, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, at 50.
Just the stone here.
I announced it based on Colleen accidentally typed Angela, not Angel, so I announced it as Angela's win. But according to the timer, it is Angel Florzike
Okay.
that won the impression jasper.
I'd say, is everyone happy with that? But somebody's not going to be happy.
If Angela, I do have I have quite a few more of the impression jasper stones.
Talk to us.
If you email me, I can send you pictures of what I've got. I can duplicate the bag, and in this case, we will do 6 bags. And as long as you'd be happy with the impression jaspers, I do have some that are pretty darn close to that one that he showed. So it's not, I can't always do that, but in this case I can. So if you're interested
Just
in
talk to us later.
Yeah, send me an email and let me know.
We need to move on
Yeah, let's keep going.
because we're falling behind. The whole idea of doing the auction this way was we thought it would save time. Anyway, this is Okalani, which is a mosaic turquoise teardrop. The timer has started. Okay, to get this, Okalani means pleasant blue sky. How appropriate is that? The matrix on this has almost a gold or bronze appearance.
It's pyrite.
Is it pyrite?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pyrite. For the
That's why
matrix.
it is what it is.
And it is real turquoise that was used this is a man-made stone,
But it's real turquoise.
but it's real turquoise chips that have been put together with the pyrite and put back together as this beautiful teardrops shaped stone.
Yeah, they probably use a resin to hold it all together under
Well,
pressure.
it's a special type of polymer, and
Yeah.
it is plant-based, and it makes it, I mean, if you tap it against your tooth, it feels just like the stones do. It does not feel like resin.
It does feel a little bit lighter than a solid stone, however. Anyway, it is 48 by 33. It's a really neat, pretty stone with a lot of sparkle and flash. But the time is up on that. And who do we have as a winner?
We got a very nervous Colleen on our hands.
Okay. Colleen does a good
What she does
job.
for us is not easy. Like I said, we couldn't do this without her. So, Lori at 51.
Okay. Lori, congratulations. The next stone is a blue banded agate moon. And we will begin the timer.
Is this the fifth one? No.
Nope, this is
Nope,
the fourth
this is
one.
Fourth one.
Yep, this is Zafiro, Spanish meaning blue gemstone. This is a cute little moon, 38 by 24. It's a little on the thin side, 3 millimeters, but that just means it'll be more translucent. It's two-sided, flat on each side. And we will set it right there.
Those of you that remember our Blue Moon box, I held this one back for me. So, of course, it's probably the best one in the group. Now I've decided I'll go ahead and share it.
Okay. Wow, so
I
self-sacrificing.
know.
Anyway, we love the moon shapes. When we did the blue moon a year ago this month,
Yeah.
during the blue moon month, we literally ran out of blue moons, and Debbie was so disappointed. So this one showed up on our doorstep at about the same
Doorstep
time, and
baby.
she held on to it. All of them are doorstep babies.
Doorstep orphans.
So anyway, the time is up. We didn't get to talk much about the stone, but that's okay. This is a case where I think all of the accessories would overwhelm this stone. So try to be simple with it and use
Mary,
everything else
you
for
won
other
that
things.
at 29. See, Mary, you are seen.
Aha! All right, this is our second chance stone. Maybe. I am missing one stone, Debbie.
No.
Oh, here it is. All right.
Which one is it?
This is a druzy agate in
Yeah,
blue
that
black.
one should have been
Well, it's
too
the
bad.
second chance
It's-
now.
the second chance. Okay.
So it just became the second chance. Things got out of order, so this is a spectacular second chance stone. Anyway, 46 by 30. This is Mina, which is a name in German, Hindu, and Danish, meaning precious blue stone of love. And it's got this wonderful druzy on the side, and you got a druzy eye in the middle here as well. There it is from the back, and it's transparent, translucent. So this is going to be a fun stone for somebody. Anyway, looking at one of these stones, again, it's like people dropped, paint into a pool of water, and it spreads out to create this druzy pattern. And what do we got? Patience, persistence are some of the qualities of the stone. Teaching you to stay
really
calm.
Wants that stone.
Who does?
Oh, so does Angela.
Everybody
And
wants that
Tina.
stone.
All right. Oh, my goodness.
And you were worried. Yeah. Anyway, this is one of my favorite stones in the blue set. Anyway, the time is up. We'll bring that up and give you another close-up look at it. And look how it goes with the other stones in the set, too. It's amazing.
When it comes to just plain beauty, this stone might have it right there. It's one of the most beautiful stones I've ever seen.
Well, it's a little understated, if such a thing exists. We have a winner on that one.
I'm sure Colleen's going back to her screenshot. Angela at 66. And I'm hoping this is the right Angela.
Okay, the next one is a one done, by the way. And this is,
Yeah, this next one's a single.
yep,
traditional
Labradorite.
And it's the Labradorite.
Make sure I've got the right sheet. Things stick together sometimes. So this is a 3-minute. Hopefully I can get it all out here. This is Helene. The name means one who glows and shines with inner light. And you can see the flash on this. It even flashes on the back. And what I like is that it flashes when it's pretty much straight on.
And the flash is blue.
Yep, it's a blue flash.
It's a strong blue flash.
It's a Labradorite. Labradorescence
And it is
is
a
the color.
cabochon. It's not drilled.
It's a cabochon. Yes, thank you. I missed that. And let's bring out all the stuff that goes with it. We have antique silver memory wire. We've got a gray leather. And the beads on this just kind of match the Labradorite. You've got a lot of different colors, but that's curated. And the beads on this, oh wow, this is our A-grade Labradorite rounds. We made a special purchase recently.
Every stone flashes.
Yep, there is flash everywhere on this. And same with the 6mm. You can see the flash in there. And then also the 4mm, which is a fauceted. You've got flash all over the place there between the faucets and the Labradorite features. It's a really, really pretty 4mm stone. We've got the crystal discs. And you got to see these tiles. These are just great, flashing all different colors.
The discs and
The
the
check
tiles
tiles.
pick up the blue that flashes in the Labradorite.
And then we've got these little shell coins that have the drizzle paint pattern. These are 14mm. And then we have the findings, which, what do we got? We got the Dream. So this is very similar to some of the earlier ones, but you've got to see the crystals. And they completely fill my tray. Look at the colors in there. We have got drops, we have got rounds, we've got cubes. There is just a little bit of everything in here. And then finally we have the shaped stones.
But they work with the Labradorite.
Oh,
Look at that.
well, I mean, just look at the colors in there. Bring it down a little bit so you can see that. I'm amazed you put it in a red bag. Okay, it looks like we have a strand of, are these moonstones? Yeah,
Yes.
they're fauceted moonstones. That's in the shaped bag.
They're called dice. It's a special type of fauceting that
Yep, we're running out of time
makes
here.
them look like dice.
You've got a focal, which is a Labradorite, 20mm. You've got some fauceted ovals in here. I know the time is up, but I am going to explain this all. And you've got some smaller fauceted ovals, which I'm just looking at the flash here. It's just hitting me from all different directions. And so that is what is in this bag. The time is up. Again, this is a one and done.
Labradorite's one of those stones that I do like having it fauceted because it does enhance the flashing.
Deborah Seiko run that at 76.
Deborah, that is a spectacular stone.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of Labradorite pendants, and so
More ones.
they all tend to
But
be
I
pretty nice ones.
I
so.
try to hide them from Debbie, but she finds them. All right, I think we're coming in on. If we were trying
your Labradoids.
Labradites,
Labradoids.
Labradoites. Yeah. Hey, it's my birthday. Be nice to me. All right. This is actually I don't have birthdays anymore.
Yeah, we're going to want to see you finish that one up in a beautiful necklace and have the picture put on Facebook, Deborah.
Yeah. Anyway, this is our yellow set. So I didn't show you the bag with the yellow roses. And let me dump out the orphans over here. All right, let's see what we've got. No memory wire in this. Oh, there it is. Gold memory wire. Discs. What does everyone think of the memory wire, the dare we say Alex and Annie clones? What did everybody think of those, by the way? All right, we have 8mm weathered yellow rounds, 8mm. It's more than just weathered. I think there is, yeah. There's a dragon vein.
Frosted weathered is a frosted crackled
Crackle,
agate.
which is the same as dragon vein. And then we've got yellow agate rounds, beautiful yellow on that. 6mm, there should be 25 of those. And then here we have crazy lace in the 4mm. And you can see the crazy lace pattern on beads that small.
And when we put some of the stones down, you'll notice
And we
how well
have,
that goes
we
with them.
kind of have a yellowish color on the discs.
Those are a very light yellow opalite.
Yeah, very pale. And the tiles, it's almost a creamy yellow. And there
double
are
check
25 of the check tiles. And then the shells. You've got that mother of pearl, which I really like. And then we have the Mayuki set. Yellows, creams, a little bit of bronze. The leather cord on that is a light brown. And I think this is the first gold set, so I better bring the findings out. So we've got charms, we got a pinch bell, we've got one toggle. There's, look at the apple. That's the first I've seen the apple. Where have you been hiding those, Debbie? Got a couple of separators, 2-hole separators, and we have some ear wires. I don't see any posts in here, but that's okay. Don't need no stinking posts. And then the crystals. This is a fun set. Yellow is a hard color. People say they don't like yellow, but they really do. It's just that it can overpower things if you're not too careful. But you can see in the crystal set, we have got, again, drops. We've got ovals. We've got these wonderful cuboids that just flash all sorts of shades of yellows and greens. And that's just a fun set. And then within the shaped bag, we have, I'm over here juggling all of the other containers. Now, Debbie claimed that she was putting fewer shape beads in there, but I swear this is the same amount. Your focal here is this beautiful big teardrop, the long teardrop. And then there are 2 Mashon jade coins.
It's an onyx or black agate.
Yeah,
faceted.
black onyx, and it does have faucets on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got the Mashon jade coins. Let's pull those out of the way, because there are so many other things in here. You got 4 faceted yellow jade ovals. And we've got some coins, citrine coins, that you can see there. There's black sardonyx rondelles. I love those rondelles. They're 10 by 6. They're an A grade. Then you've got 5 crazy lace agate cubes. And then finally some citrine rondelles, 10 of those, these little tiny rondelles. Let me see if I can get all this somewhat into the container. And then we will bring out the orphans. Well, we'll get that in a minute. All right. First thing we've got is a yellow banded agate heart. And we will start the 1 timer. All right, this is Miri. It's an Australian name meaning sunshine. And how appropriate is that? This has got some of the quilling type banding that I like, where you can see the bands go all the way from the front to the back, and you've got this little river of clear quartz in the middle. This is 31 by 36. A little bit smaller than some of the big stones we've seen today, but for me this is a very, very workable size. Okay, all agates, share certain beliefs, but the yellow in particular represent the sun and energy. We'll set it down here. Yellow agates were thought in ancient Egypt to bring prosperity, health, and happiness. And they were also believed to help you recognize and accept life's changes. So this is a stone for change. The Romans associated yellow agates with Jupiter, the god of justice and abundance, the king of the gods. And a lot of Romans in the Roman courts wore yellow agate rings when they attended court or the Senate sessions. So the time is up. Yeah. Oh, wow. We've been sitting in only half light all this time.
We didn't do that much. There we go.
Wow,
That's a little better.
now I'm blinded. Okay, anyway, time is up. Who won this stone?
Tina at 35.
Congratulations, Tina. We will set that aside and bring out the next stone.
That is just a really sweet, sweet stone. So.
All right, this one's fun. This is probably the biggest moon we have among the orphans, and it is a plume agate. We are starting the timer. This plume agate, whose name is Ade, which is a Kazakh origin, meaning moonchild, which just moonchild is such a cool name in and of itself. But plume agates are a type of dendritic agate, but rather than having dendrites, it blossoms out into these plumes. And we're going to be talking about that more in the future. But for right now, usually there are a lot of yellows and clears, but this one even has some pink in it, which I think is a lot of fun. Set it down right here.
And you're right, it is unusual.
Yeah, and it's not a true agate because it doesn't have the layered bands, but it is chalcedony, and it has the feathering. Well, it says it's not a true agate. A plume agate, I know. Anyway, silicates are what form the colors and this pattern, which comes out, it just literally blooms, and some of them have almost a flower appearance. Anyway, the time is up for this unique stone.
This one is really unique.
Well,
It took me a while to get used to it, but now it's hard to part with it.
Yeah, Debbie's she's not a Yellowstone person, but I am. Like I said, I think it's bright. And it isn't just turning on the extra light. This yellow set is a very bright set. Do we have a winner?
Corin won that at 30.
30 on that one. And next
Goes
we
to Corin.
have...
Congratulations, Corin, and welcome. I hadn't seen you earlier, so...
All right, meet Saffron. Saffron is a druzy agate triangle in black and yellow. And you can see this wonderful druzy down below with a couple of stripes in it. There, front and back, this is 47 by 41. The name saffron is an old English name, meaning, well, it was a yellow flower that, is still being used today. It's used as an herb. All right. Anyway, again, you have this it's like a map, looking from the top with your solid land matter over here on the side. And then you have what to me looks like ocean and water in the druzy pattern. So we have so many druzys today. I'm running out of druzy information. So anyway, patience and persistence is what this stone represents, which is appropriate since it takes so long to create a druzy agate. And the time is up. And who has won this stone, Debbie? Anybody at all?
Rosie at 40.
Rosie, congratulations. The next stone is a crazy lace agate, a rather large one, 46 by 36. We will start the timer. This is Melina. It's an Inuit name, meaning sun goddess. And I think that's very appropriate because the crazy lace, this is a natural crazy lace. The pattern in this has a lot of yellows, a little bit of browns, You got the gray modeling in there as well. So very fun stone. This was, you know, geological forces were necessary. So to get a crazy lace agate, you generally have to go to an area of the world where there's a lot of volcanic and seismic activity, because as the agates, the striped agates form, there is shaking and movement that causes these jagged patterns to appear, which I think makes it just extra special. I believe it's the Chinese who called this the laughter stone, or happy lace stones. So anyway, what do we got? 4, 3, 2, 1. We've talked a lot about crazy lace in the past because our recent box was all crazy lace, but this is a different shape than that one. All right, do we have a winner on this one?
Susan at 40.
Congratulations, Susan. This is a fun stone. And our next stone is a second chance. So Susan, you and the others who bid on this set.
Rosie, Corin, and Tina are the only ones that can't bid.
I am going to start the bidding. This is primrose, which doesn't sound like a yellow color at all, but it means yellow. Well, I guess primroses are yellow, aren't they?
They are.
I tend to think of them as being a rose color. But anyway, this is a fun pattern because it's got the quilling again, where the stripes, you can see the stripes go all the way through the stone with little transparent sections in between. That to me adds a lot of value to the stone. Let's see, what else have we got about this because of the yellow stone. The yellows were considered important for, you know, because they represented the sun, brightness, life. And again, we said that they were popular in the Roman courts. They didn't have a problem with yellow. I guess you shouldn't either, Debbie. What else we got? Good luck, good fortune. And this also, being an agate, was a stone of protection as well. But I just like the yellow color that goes with it. It's bright, it stands out, it brings attention to itself. Do we have a winner on that one? We spend all day putting these back together after I dump them all out.
Misty at 26.
Misty. This is a size and shape that I really like, Misty.
These are just really sweet, strong agates. They've been well cut, well polished. The translucency and the quilling inside, they're just really pretty.
All right, we got the pink bag.
Ah, yes.
The
Which I
ever
believe
popular
is
pink.
the last of the sets.
Nope, we have one more set.
Oh, yep, there's one more set after that, the earth tones. Okay.
And here we thought we were going to go faster. So
I need to be quiet.
nope, you're fine. We're not going to try the impossible today. Okay, let me get set up here and we'll see what's in the bag. We've got an antique silver on the memory wire. And then, what have we got here? This looks like a... Okay, fuchsia.
Yeah, this is going to read like
Banded
the one that
agate.
was a mistake earlier.
There are no mistakes. So that's fuchsia banded agate. And then we've got some Mashon jade
And this
in a
time
pink
it
and
is
gold.
The pink and gold.
Yes.
Not pink and green.
And then we have the faceted opalite rounds in 4 millimeters. And you've got to see this on our discs. This is just a rainbow of colors on the disc, just a fun finish.
But lots of pinks.
Yeah, we love our crystal disc vendor. And then our tiles are a mottled pink.
I think that was called strawberry cream or something.
Ooh, I can see that. Clotted cream, but that doesn't sound good. Dyed shell coins, 15 millimeters. There are 10 of those. You can see the Miyuki 8/0 beads in here. 9 grams of that. The coin is a little bit off of pink.
The cord?
The cord.
Oh, it's a pink.
It's a pink, yeah, but it's has another name. We've got the findings bag, which is the antique silver and silver. I'm not going to take that out this time. And, oh, the crystal bag. This is amazing. This is just flashing at me, you know, through the plastic bag. Just a whole bunch of different things in there in different shades of, there's a pink overtone to just about everything in there. But you've got drops, you've got the
crystal
the
pave.
paves, and then we have the shape stones. The focal on this is this long faceted drop.
Again, it's an agate.
30, it's an agate, but the faceting on that is just exquisite. And
It's almost showing black on my screen. This is actually a beautiful deep.
it's a
deep
deep,
pink, not
Yeah.
purple. It's a deep pink.
yep. And then you've got these pillow beads, the red rose quartz rectangles, 18 by 13 A grade. There are 4 of those pillows there. And then we've got 5 rose impression jasper ovals right there. They're almost a little deeper, almost red, 10 by 8. Pink impression jasper rondelles. You can see those there. Rose quartz rondelles. And then there are some cultured pearls in there, which
Freshwater
are
pearls.
yeah,
This
freshwater
is the
pearls.
only set that has
There was
the
one.
freshwater pearls in it.
I thought there was one other set.
Oh, there might be.
But
No,
maybe
I
not.
think there's a single that has some. Well,
It might have been the single. I know.
and those are a good sized pearl. Those are like an 8 to 9 millimeter
Yeah.
pearl, and they have a gorgeous finish on them.
All right. And the first coin is a coral fossil. We will start the timer. And this is Varda, Greek name meaning rose or pink. How appropriate is that? And I think one of the important parts of the coloring on these stones is it helps bring out the coral fossil pattern. This is 47 by 28. It's a natural gemstone, of course, created by prehistoric coral, which is then, you know, as it's fossilized, agate becomes the underlying mineral, the chalcedony. And is this the, is it coral fossil? This is the state stone in Florida?
Yeah.
And it's mined in Florida and Georgia. It's called agatized coral is its, you know, official name. And it's also called the chrysanthemum stone. It's one of my favorites. When I decided to try lapidary, it was a coral fossil that I used, and it's why my thumbnails are all misshapen today, because they got ground away during the process. Anyway, that's our first stone, and our time is up.
I love it when the fossils are this clear to see. There's not many stones. Most of the stones I've looked at, you can't make out the fossil pattern. So I'm willing to pay a little more for the ones that you can see what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, Carrie at 47. Carrie Moore.
Okay, Carrie. And let's meet Ballure, which is a druzy agate. And of course, you already can tell that it's pink. Got this huge druzy river in there. But the stripe pattern over here, it's kind of got a fluffy pattern to it, like it's a rough edge or a flowered edge.
Lacy.
Lacy, there we go. And you can see right down through the whole stripe from front to back. Let's set it down here. It's 46 by 34. Again, what more can we say about the druzy agates except that we think they're just amazing. You tend to associate it with the geodes. Geodes, of course, have the crystals, you know, that form inside of the stone. But these, you know, and then there's a hollow portion in here. In this case, it's not hollow. And it's just amazing to me that we have this kind of a creation here upon the planet. And then they use different heats and acids in order to get the pink color. But our time is up. And who is going home with Ballure, our Persian agate?
If you're to break this stone, that druzy would look like geode on the inside where it wasn't polished. It'd look like the crystals that you see inside of a geode, I should say.
Yep.
Becky at 46.
Becky who? Just kidding. All right, let's meet Ratana. We will start the timer. Okay, this is a crazy lace agate. Ratana is an Indian name meaning precious gem or a valuable gemstone. I like the triangular shapes, but in this particular case, this is just goes really well with the crazy lace pattern. I really like crazy lace that is not dyed, but in this particular case, the dyeing really brings out the crazy lace pattern. And you've got a beautiful pattern in here. Crazy lace to me, it's like a topographical map with all of the lines, and you've got little islands, you've got water features over here, and this at the back. And between the pink and the gray, this just to me is a spectacular looking stone. Has a beautiful finish on it as well. And look how it goes with all of the other stones. I like it when you've got this gray and black that goes in with the pink. I think the two colors just go amazing together. So we are done.
Yeah, this is another one of those somewhat rare, one of a kind. I don't see others like it very often.
I've never seen one quite like this one.
Yeah.
Again, we don't see a lot of the dye.
Nancy won that at 60. Congratulations, Nancy.
It's a pretty stone, Nancy. Beautiful finish on that. Whoever did the work on that did a nice job.
Yeah.
All right, this one has Debbie's favorite name of the day, which is Cordy. And we will start the timer.
Cordy means little heart.
Yep, means little heart. This one's kind of a big heart though. And this is a pink banded agate, 44 by 44 millimeters. Fairly thick, 6.5 millimeters thick. But you've got this wonderful clear quartz pattern here, and you've got a little bit of a plume up here, almost like a plume agate up here at the top, which just makes this one very, very unique. Banded agates, they claim they go clear back to the Neolithic period, which was about 10,000 BC, which I didn't know there was a lot of people around back then, probably weren't. It's also They consider the pink agate as having girl power energy, making us, by us, I guess I mean girls, women, feel confident and strong. I don't feel confident or strong when I try to wear pink. But anyway, it's like a caring friend that makes us feel safe and supported when we need it. Anyway, the timer is up on that.
The banding in this is beautiful. It's good, strong, clean banding. It's not muddy.
Well, and you got like the plume up here at the top.
Yeah.
This is like a multi-stone stone.
Maritza won that one at 45.
Maritza, congratulations. And the last stone here in this set is a cabochon, and
No,
it is
it's
also
not.
a second chance.
It's not a cabochon.
Oh, there's a hole. I couldn't find the hole. There's the hole. It's a tiny little hole,
But it's not a cabochon.
but it is a hole. It is a cabochon. Well, hold your finger over it, and it could be a cab. Anyway, this is Daisy, which is a pink and gold dream agate.
It's the first dream agate I've brought out.
What makes the dream agate different from the other agates is you don't have strong banding. You don't usually have druzy. What you do have is a marbling effect of one or more colors.
It's
In
like
this
clouds.
Case, there's actually 3 colors I can make out in the marbling here. You've got your predominant one is the pink, but underlying that is a gorgeous glowing gold, and then there are little tiny bits of white that will flash through it depending on how the light hits it. And this is known as dream agate.
Yep, it's identified by what it doesn't have. It
Right.
doesn't have bands, it doesn't have stripes, it doesn't have dendrites, plumes, it doesn't have flowers. It just has this beautiful cloud pattern. But anyway, our time is up. Whoever gets this stone make sure you read the history that on the little card that comes with it, because this is a very, very old stone. And they actually had to develop new cutting and polishing techniques to enhance it, you know, back like the 15th century.
Susan at 40. Congratulations, Susan.
All right, putting the pinks away.
Now we're down to the last set.
Yes, and we thought that it
We
was.
thought this would be faster.
We thought
but
this would
it's
be
not.
faster, but
Well, we have put in 5, 6, 7 more stones. So
I
the way
blame
it is.
Debbie.
Yeah, I talk too much.
So do I. Let's blame Colette.
Colette. We
Yeah.
don't have a Colette here.
That's right. That's why we're blaming Colette. Colette, I think, was one of the stones from last time. There is the bag. It is pale yellow. What do we call this one? Is this
These
the
are
browns?
earth tones.
This is earth tones. there's all different colors of earth. This is kind of a brown.
Yeah, you could say brown, I guess.
We'll call it brown. What color's the memory wire?
Gunmetal.
Not brown.
Because I didn't have any brown.
We don't have any brown, not an 8mm anyway. And we have got
Got some fun stones in this one.
there's a whole bunch of stones in here. Where is it? Nope, wrong one. I was going to say that's not fuchsia. All right, picture jasper is the 8mm round in this, and look at those wonderful little patterns, the picture patterns.
This nice grade of picture jasper.
And the 6mm is magnesite, which is kind of like the reverse of the picture jasper. It's the bizarro. And then we've got tiger eye rounds for the 4mm. 4mm, you know, tiger eye, I tend to like bigger stones, but there's chatoyancy in every one of these little stones. This is a real high quality tiger eye. And then we have our golden crystal discs. There are 20 of those. And oh, I love these. You just got the tag on this one too. The check
On the
tiles.
check, yeah, I didn't have time to take the tags off.
That's a
all.
beautiful bronze color on that. And then we have the dyed shell coins, 15mm. It's kind of a pale gold on that. And then you've got to see these. The Miyuki crystals. Somebody's going to have fun when they get these crystals. Those of you who are into bead weaving or like seed beads, which we haven't really done much in the past, but these are amazing. And then we have the brown cord. And I'm going to have to dump out the findings on this one because it's just different from anything we've seen up to this point. Oh, you got to see these ear posts. You got this square ripple
Oh, they're
on the post.
copper.
That copper?
Yeah.
And then we've got a toggle, a pinch bell, we've got some cord ends, we've got some heart charms. You've got these
Crystal spacers.
these
They're
little
2
spacers,
hole.
the 2-hole spacers. Let me see if I can get one out without dumping everything everywhere. With the crystals in there. Set that right there. And we have got the crystal set. Which is, wow, you got the root beer colors in there along with some golds and some browns. You've got drops with a metallic finish. There's some, is that a cube or a dice?
Yeah, those cubes in there are the same as the crystal disc.
Yeah, the crystal
Very
disc, same-
vendor.
same-
They have
same-
that
same manufacturer.
rarity And, yeah, same
Oh.
factory that makes those.
That one's going to be fun too.
So
You know, we
it's
should just
really
we should
sparkly.
we should just give away the orphans and just sell the bags. And then inside of our gemstone shapes, oh wow. Okay, the focal is a tiger eye drop. Just rotate that around so you can see the chatoyancy. I'm going to set it right there. And then you've got the chiastolite rectangles.
They do have the crosses in
And they
them,
have the
so-
crosses in them. There are 2 of those. There are 5 faceted smoky quartz rice, which you can see those dark rice, the fat rice. 15 wood jasper rondelles, which look like wood. And then you've got 10 tiger eye tubes, which is just, I like to roll them so you can see the pattern. The one's actually is a blue tiger eye, it looks like. It's got some blue pattern to it. And then 10 faceted moonstone cubes. That's the white cubes in there. And I will set these all into a tray if I can.
This was really my fun. I think of all the sets I put together, I had the most fun with this set.
Okay, so let's see what we've got. Oh, wow. Okay, meet dragon. And I will start the timer. This is a dragon vein agate, because you can see the little pattern in there, but look at the stripes and the other pattern on top of that. I think the dragon veining in this is actually just kind of sits in the background.
It's subtle.
It's very subtle, but you have this white flash at the top and the bottom. You have a couple of little druzy. Some people will call them imperfection. I think they just add to the stone.
They sparkle. They're
And they
like
do
geodes.
sparkle. There's the back of the stone. This is 48 by 31. And I mean, what can you say about it? This is just a beautiful stone. I've never seen anything
Unique
quite
again.
like this.
Yeah, really unique.
You know, because you've got the white splash at the top and the bottom. It's almost like, you know, water and sky, you know, with the landmass in between. We'll set it down here. You had more to say on it?
I was just going to say, you might wonder how I came by so many wonderful, unique stones. I have been picking these out one by one ever since 2008.
Yep.
So over many, many years I have hunted for and I hand pick every one of my orphan stones. So, and I've accumulated a lot of them over the years.
And she probably bought them to use personally.
Yeah, but I
But
have more than I could use in a lifetime.
more than we could put together. So anyway, the bidding is up.
Deborah at 76.
This is a unique, very special stone. We say that a lot, but it's true. All right, I love rectangles, and this is Barrett, or Barrett, Grin and Barrett. And the name means glorious, bright individual. It's two-sided. You've got more green on the one side. When I was photographing it, we had a real rough time deciding what we thought was the front and what was the back.
Well, it's two-sided. So
It is two-sided, so you can flip it over if you want. Anyway, ocean jasper again comes from Madagascar almost exclusively. It was first discovered in 1922, as we said before. It was introduced at the Tucson Gemstone. Just
22 or 02?
1922 is when it was discovered.
Oh,
And
1922.
1922, and it was introduced at the Gemstone show in Tucson in 2000. And people just went kind of crazy over it. The original mine has been mined out since 2006. Which means everything was gone, and they says we need more, and they went around and they found another mine. So time is up on this unique stone. It is a little thick at 7 millimeters,
The coloring in this one is beautiful.
and it looks great with all of the other
You could put
supporting
You
stones.
could put greens or pinks or yellows or browns. It's just got lots of possibilities.
Well, I like the rectangular stones. We have a winner on this one.
Caroline at 45.
All right, Caroline. Oh, the bear. Everyone remembers the bear, right?
This one's hard to let go.
This is Orsa. Yeah, I was a little surprised.
I have a couple bears, but only one picture Jasper bear.
I could make all sorts of jokes about about Debbie's bear,
Start
but we
your
won't do
timer.
that. Yes, I'll start the timer. All right, this is a true jasper,
Picture Jasper.
and it is a natural stone. Orsa, by the way, is an Italian name meaning she-bear. It's a wonderful pattern on the back even. Okay, it is 53 by 36. We've had several large stones today, but for those of you who collect like novelties and want different things, this is a stone for you. The picture jasper was very highly valued by Native Americans who thought that it had the power to connect them with the earth and natural energies. We just like the scenes on it. We look at these and we just
I like
looks
that
like a
the
painting.
texture created his mouth. I mean, that's not carved. That's a piece of the jasper line.
Actually, it is carved, but there is a
It's
line
not
there.
carved,
Yeah,
but there's
There's a line.
coloring. There's a
Yeah.
line there.
I just think the artist who put this together did a beautiful job. So our time is up.
He's one of a kind. Our sweet little bear.
Yep. If you need connection with Mother Earth, this is the stone. The Mother Bear. We're quiet.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Rosie
And
at
waiting.
70.
Rosie, pretty stone. All right, next we have got, this is Baise. How do you say it, Debbie? It's French,
B-A-I-S-E.
so who knows?
Baise.
The French don't pronounce things right. The name means dark brown. I call this, I call these raindrops rather than teardrops because of the
Looks like a raindrop.
the swirly shape. It looks like one of those little animated things that needs eyes. But anyways, 50 by 35, brown banded agate. Just has a wonderful pattern. You got different shades of brown and white in here, even a little bit towards the rose. They call it a creamy latte in espresso shades. Very distinctive. Also, it can have dendritic formations in it, which help form these different patterns. Brazil is where most of the brown agate. This is a natural stone. It's from Brazil that most of these come.
This one's not dyed.
Yep.
You know, so many of the colored agates get dyed, but this one's natural.
Yep, it's thought to bring inner peace, ward off negativity, attract good luck and prosperity. Something we all could use in this day and age. Time is up. And who gets this? Baise. I got to work on my French, people. Sorry.
Baise. I'll have to look it up. Nancy at 31.
Nancy, pretty stone, thin. And then our last stone in this set is our second chance. And this is one of my favorite stones in the whole set. You got this at 42 millimeters. No way. Let's start the timer on this. This is Brana. It's an Anglo-Saxon name meaning woman with brown hair. It is a cute little stone. I can put it right here on the ruler. It is 30. Debbie ran to get the calipers. She's determined to show you that this is 42.
Oh, I need to know what it is
Oh, okay.
so I can fix it.
It is 30 by 25, so everything was wrong on this. And it's 5 millimeters thick. And 30 by 25 by 5. All right. The value of the gemstone is because it was thought to bring negative or bring peace to your mind and ward off negativity. It was revered for enhancing communication and spiritual growth. And because it's a natural stone, it's considered a stone of stabilization and grounding. It aids in connecting with inner wisdom, intuition. Time is up. And what have we got, Colleen, on this one? I like this size stone because it doesn't overwhelm. Sometimes you just need something that's a little smaller, something that grabs attention just because of its beauty, not because of its size. And that's the last one in this set, so I'm going to set things aside while we wait to find out who won this. And we are going a little faster, Debbie.
Melanie at 41.
This is one of this to me was a hidden gem. Hidden gem. That's cute.
It's smaller, but it's a beauty. So, and I like smaller stones.
I don't know if you can see the
delicate look when I wear jewelry.
the translucency. There's a little almost down here at the bottom. You know,
That's a pretty stone.
neat
there.
stone.
Congratulations.
All right, the last stone is a one and done. There's the bag. Am I showing the bag, Debbie?
Yeah. It's red.
It is red.
Yeah, the bags only came in 5 colors, so I didn't have a different color for every set.
And we didn't feel like dyeing them. All right, let's talk about the stone first, and we'll start the 3-minute timer on this one, because this one's all by itself.
And it is a cabochon.
It is a cabochon. It is a red tiger eye, and what's unique about this tiger eye is you can see the red chatoyancy there. When I rotate it 180 degrees, the chatoyancy completely changes. I have never seen that to this extent on a tiger eye before. Red tiger eye is one of my favorite of all the tiger eyes, along with the blue, I think just because it's different. Anyway, the name on this is Tora, Japanese and Norse. Both cases it means tigress. So you're getting a tigress on this one. It is 35 by 25, which to me is one of the perfect sizes for wrapping. Let's see what stones we've got with it. We better have some tiger eye stones, I think. We have got red tiger eye rounds. This is an A grade. You can rotate that around and see all the colors. We have 6mm red tiger eye rounds, and we have 4mm red tiger eye rounds. Again, the chatoyancy is just amazing on a stone that small. We have the crystals, which is a clear crystal with a nice finish on it. And then the tiles. What color would you call that on the tiles? It's just a 2-hole tile, but it almost has a pink, but the color comes out almost pink.
That's the AB finish. The other side is just the crystal.
You have the 10 dyed shell ovals. We have kind of a dark brown on the cording. And this is not an 8/0.
Red.
This is an 11/0 are the beads in this. So we went even finer and more delicate. Again, they're Miyukis, and there is over 9 grams in there.
They
Oh,
really do match the tiger eye. It's why I had to go to an 11.
forgot the memory wire.
Because I didn't have the right colors in the 8.
Memory wire is the dark gunmetal. The findings on this is the antique silver. The crystals on this one are amazing. I've got to show you these crystals. If this takes a little longer, just accept it, because we have some twisted coins in here. Swarovski came out with a crysted coin years ago, and they sold them in little packets, and they were very expensive. And then we found these, and we set them side by side. Could not tell the difference. And I believe there are several in here, aren't they? 2 different sizes.
I think they're just the one size, but there's 3 of them.
Nope, there's one that's bigger.
Oh, two smaller, one bigger then.
And we've got one bigger. These alone, the 3 together, is probably worth about half the cost of the bag. But you also have some drops, you have some rounds, you have some briolettes in clear, and then we have the bag. And I'm going to show you the bag even though the timer is up, because there are pearls in here. And we have red tiger eye ovals, we have red tiger eye drops, we have opalite flowers, which you can see there. This is only a portion of them. You have the freshwater pearl buttons on a strand. They're 5 to 6mm in A grade. And then the faceted moonstone cubes that are sitting there. And you can see there's a lot more in the bag. Anyway, the time is up on this one. This is the last adoption orphan of the day.
61.
All right. This is one of my favorite stones today, just because I like red tiger eye and I like to work with cabs. All right. That is it for this is the 7th of our adoption auctions. Let us know either in the chat or in the comments what you think of the new format. I don't know if we saved a ton of time. We usually run about 2.5 hours and we're sitting at 2:15. Of course, we had a little explanation at the beginning and a few issues earlier on. But do you have any final comments, Debbie?
Just that we could use some feedback. There are really 3 types of auctions we could do in the future. We can do the traditional, like you see with the singles that we did today. We can continue to do the sets. We could also do an auction that doesn't have a timer attached and just have Steve pretend that he's an auctioneer.
Pretend.
Let some of the stones go for the high bid so that lag doesn't become an issue on it. Just let us know what you'd like to see and we'll see what we can do to work it out.
If you want more auctions, if you want less auctions, just let us know. Oh, by the way, those of you who saw the contest on the Gemstone Orphanage group page, some of the winners, 8 of the winners, I believe, got this this pendant kit with the go-go bead. I've actually put together a video, which I didn't want to release today. I'll probably release it later on today on how to do this. It's just a real simple pattern. Because we had extra kits, we will be putting some on the website and putting them on sale. And then also a couple of winners won something which we called a naked baby, which is also something new that's coming out that you should watch for. I think we're going to do an intro video, meet the naked babies, and hopefully we don't get banned for like child porn or something. But it's just a new concept that we've come up with to get more out.
Boils down to is the naked babies will have similar stones to what you're seeing in the auctions, and there will be an optional dress-up bag that goes with that stone, but the bag will have a lot less in it than what we see here at the auctions, but the price will be a lot less on the stone and the bag. They'll be affixed. They'll be on a website, so you just go in and buy them. There's no auction or bidding or anything like that.
But we have that planned for probably the next week, and we'll probably, like I said, do an intro and meet the naked baby video that goes with that. But like 2 of you who took, the 2 runner-ups have already got those being sent to you. So anyway.
Yeah, those pictures would give you kind of an idea of
that's
what
true.
we're planning with the naked babies.
That's true. We had pictures on the
but you just
Facebook page.
Go into it's going to be called the Gemstone Orphanage website. It won't be on Homestrong. It'll be on the Gemstone Orphanage website, and you just go in and you find the orphan you want to adopt, and it's just a flat price, and you just buy them that way. So.
Okay, anyone out there have questions or anything? You pretty much know who everybody is, right, Debbie?
Yeah. Colleen and I are working on a scavenger hunt for the Facebook group.
Oh, gosh.
So kind of keep your eye on it. It should get posted hopefully in the next few days.
Well, we're going to be gone, so at the end of next week.
I'm hoping to do it before we leave.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank you all for coming. Let us know if you want to have these less often, more often, whatever, and we will try to accommodate all of you. After all, you're the ones who are really in charge here. We just try to do what you want. So we look forward to seeing you all again in the future. The September box is just about ready and will be coming out at the end of the month. So anyway, this is Steve saying bye-bye. And Debbie, you want to say bye to everybody?
Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, we will see you all later. Thanks for coming.